you counting?
All right, welcome everyone. Welcome to BSG at Home. My name is Nextera. With me, joined on commentary, is Glackham.
Hello.
Hi. I'll be going through the Rayman PS1 version, which is also the most played version, the most competitive version, and the best version. Yeah, just give me a countdown and we'll get right into it. Actually, I'll do the countdown myself. I'm an idiot. Okay, so in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, cool. For some reason, I thought we were in an offline event, but yeah, rip that. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. To the left of me, there is my Rayman collection, and pretty much all the discs are broken.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, my PS2 likes to wreck my discs, so yeah. This one should be
That's pretty
alright.
common.
This one should be alright.
Well, we're gonna have the Scops music, so that's what counts.
Yeah, we should. I mean, maybe we don't. Who knows? We'll see. Yeah, it says PS2 because we're playing on a PS2.
Yeah, it's a PlayStation 1 game.
Yeah, the reason we play it on a PS2 is because of fast disk speed. You don't have that on PS1, and you don't have that on PS3 either. Yeah, right there, we're actually starting the run without any power-ups. You can only grimace, which is sticking your tongue out, and you can walk. Right now,
It's fun. Walking's fun.
Right. Right now we have a Batilla screen. She actually gives us power-ups. The first power-up being a punching ability. Now we can actually punch. There's gonna be several other Batilla screens later on where she will give us more power-ups. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, punching is especially important because it's required to beat bosses, obviously, and it lets us break the cages that you might have saw on the previous screen, or like a little bit above us. There's 106 cages in all, 17 levels with cages in them, 6 each one. And we need all of them to beat the game.
Pretty cool optimization I did there with the plum, making us walk or go forward faster than actually walking. Gonna try it again here in a little bit.
Oh yeah, plums are great. Trust me.
I screwed up the strat. That's alright. It's a new strat. I'm not used to it yet. But yeah, we are actually getting all the cages because they are required to actually beat unlock the final level. So that's why. I also realized I forgot to start my timer. Great. That's alright. Alright, Anguish Lagoon. Also not getting all the cages here. We only got a couple cages in the last level. The reason for that is because we don't have the power-ups yet to get them all. For example, we need the hanging ability to get all the cages on Pink Plum Woods, which is the first level in the game. But yeah, we don't have that. And even if we would have the hanging ability, which is the power-up we get after this level, it would still not be faster to get it right there because we're gonna wait until we have the running ability, which we get like roughly 40 minutes into the game. Then we get the running ability and then the actual speedrun can start. Also, this is the first boss in the game. Small optimization here is by getting a double hit in like that. Saves about 1 second each time. And since this mosquito fight, a similar mosquito fight comes up later in the game, with about the same attack sometimes, we can do it multiple times. So we can do that double hit about 3 times, saving about, 2 to 3 seconds in total. Which is kind of a big deal because this run is kind of optimized to the point, getting a personal best really hard. Alright, so now we have an auto-scroller. This auto-scroller, however, we can optimize, because at certain points of this auto-scroller, the scrolling speed will go down a bit, and at certain moments it will go up a bit again. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick to the left side of the screen now, even get pushed back by the platform a bit to get even more left, and then move right when it starts moving slow. And now we're gonna move right because the screen is about to go faster. There you go. You may have seen that little jump in speed. One more time here, and now we're gonna move left. So we have this faster scrolling screen longer. Same deal right here. this may have not seemed like much, but it's about 5 seconds saved in this entire auto-scroller just by optimizing the screens. Now we're gonna move slightly left and then back to the right, because if you hug the screen at the right side there, you will have to wait for the screen to go forward.
There's two triggers there. One that slows Mosquito down, and another that ends the auto scroller completely. And they're like very close to each other, but not quite the exact same spot. So you have to kind of move yourself in a certain way.
So now we have the hanging ability. Yay! We can actually hang on platforms now. We actually also are able to choose now where we go. One level is Swamps of Forgetfulness. The other one is Bongo Hills. We will go to Swamps though, because the level after this, after we beat the next level, we get the Ring Grab ability. And the Ring Grab ability is necessary to actually continue past Bongo Hills. Well, you can...
Twilight Gold.
Yeah, you can beat Bongo Hills without it, but the level after that you can also beat, but the level after that, that's the one you can't beat. So yeah, another auto-scroller. This is the first level where we are able to get all the cages in one go. Which is also the second last... Yeah, go ahead.
I also want to note that while we don't have any large amount of abilities right now, we do get like 3 out of 5 of them in the very first world. And once we get to like the ring ability, things start to change a lot. And then once we get run, the backtracking will take just as long as beating one world. It's like 10 minutes long. It's super fast. We revisit most of the levels, and it takes like anywhere from a minute to 30 seconds. It's really, really fast. It's actually really cool too.
Approaching the hardest screen in the first 10 minutes of the game. Very optimized screen here. Let's see if we can get everything. It's kind of tough to get everything. Let's see here.
Oh yeah, there's a new swinging thing, right? New swinging suit.
Yeah. Oh, first we're gonna spawn the cage here. I'm gonna go back to the left. Now it's the hard part. Okay, now I'm gonna try and jump on the plum. Okay, I messed it up, but it's fine. Trying it doesn't lose time. So that's fine. The goal was to jump on the plum while it was moving left, but it's not easy to do that. Especially not on a marathon run. And then you skip like 1.5 seconds, or like, it's a 1.5 second time save. Also, hopefully I'm not screwed over here. Sometimes it really doesn't line up, because I need to be jumping on that flower right there. Sometimes it just doesn't line up, you can't jump on it, and you need the dead abuse. The reason you need the dead abuse is because there is a cage here. Now normally you jump on the platform to the right, but there is conveniently some vines here, and we can save a little bit of time by going through the vines. There you go. And that's Swamps of Forgetfulness. Now the last level of the forest, called Mosquito Nest. As well, in this one, just as the first 2 levels, we won't be collecting all the cages here yet. We will get 4 of them, and the last 2 we get whenever we have the running ability.
You might have noticed on the last swamp screen there how crazy the plum speed can get on that slope. Plums are actually pretty tough to make do exactly what you want them to do. They're very sensitive to when you punch them, how much speed they already have when you punch them, whether or not you're standing on them, if you punch them when they're about to hit the ground. There's a lot of nuance to it, and it's really cool, but most of the time it could work against you with plums.
Yeah, I actually had really bad speed, honestly. Didn't really like it, but so be it. Here we're gonna manipulate the plum, gonna jump right at the bottom to get 1 more bounce up, and then we can actually get it bounced all the way there, which is kind of cool. Oh, so I screwed up. I was supposed to be on that plum, but it decided to, you know, go to China. Alright.
Sax, do we have time for a donation?
You can go ahead.
Alright, we've got a $3 donation. Called !vote 12121.
Nice.
So
And Do you have time for one more?
Yeah, go ahead.
We've got a donation from 863 saying, "Hey Thex, can you show off the 863 strat in this run?"
I'll try. I'll definitely try. It's a strat in Allegro Presto, which is coming up later. It's a really cool strat. Hopefully I'll get it. It's really hard though. It's really, really hard. But yeah, anyway, in the start of the screen you may have noticed me jumping on some flowers. Now that looked way easier than it actually is, because you need to jump at specific points to actually get all the way through without having to wait. So it's called the early cycles. I mean, if you get used to it, it's not too bad, but it's a struggle for beginners, that's for sure. Okay, taking it slightly slow there. All right.
Is the 863 strat the oscillating speed lock off the slippery?
Yes.
Jeez.
I'll try it. That's tough. Alright, we can actually jump through the ceiling here, which is kind of cool. Every time there's an inclined ledge, you can actually jump through the ceiling. It's pretty cool. We'll use it more often later as well. Alright, another auto-scroller. This one you cannot speed up though. However, you can save a few frames, I guess, by just staying at the right side of the screen just before it starts moving faster. Because it will start moving faster in a little bit, but at the moment it doesn't really matter what we do. After this though, there's a little screen where we can go for a clip, saving like 0.2 seconds or something. I'll try it though. Basically, a clip is where like a horizontal platform meets a diagonal platform. You can do like a pixel precise input, basically pressing left or right, and the frame after that you have to press down. And you can clip through, and I'm gonna try it. This is the first like instance of you being able to do it that saves time. We'll be doing it later on some more. There's actually some necessary clips in the game as well, in the speedrun. So yeah, we'll be doing that. All right, so you can do it in a little bit here at the end of the screen. I mean, it probably loses more than it saves if you try it and fail it, but that's all right. Just want to show it off because it looks cool. If we can get it. Okay, it's like right here. Ah, okay. So you can clip there, like right where the yellow flower thing is. You can clip there and save like a few frames. Pretty cool. But yeah, we screwed it up. Also, the optimized damage boost hits here again. What it normally does is it flies up and it goes back down, and then you can get another hit in. But here we can hit him faster doing that, just like on the first boss fight. Now, this boss though, you can optimize it by moving already to the left, as you can see, and to the right whenever he comes with a fruit, because as soon as he hovers over you, he will drop the fruit. And after that, he will get faster speed. So we want to move left and right, yeah, depending on, you know, where he's going to come from. But there is no RNG in the game though, so it will always be the same if you do this fight the same. Also here, we're going to skip one hit. I could have skipped the first one or the second one, it doesn't really matter. Because it will end up saving time. Oh, okay, we're still alright. Should have probably just done the first one. Oh, am I doing... Yeah, I'm doing it completely wrong. Whoa, what's happening right here? I'm like...
No RNG!
I'm like totally weirded out by this right now, okay. What? What is actually happening? Why didn't he stay on screen for one more hit? Okay, I'm so confused. Alright, anyway. Alright, from here on I can see it again. I think because he, like, already, like, tried to punch me or whatever, I think that screwed up the strat. I don't know. It's me brain farting because this, like, never happens. Anyway. Let's get over to the final hit. Now, on the final hit, you can just hit him as soon as you can, which is when he's even off screen. Like on the previous hits, you wanted to wait until he moves a little bit to the center, towards the center, because if you hit him then, he does a right diagonal path to the top in the middle. And that's why you want to wait a little bit with the hits, because he will, you know, move faster to it then. But for the final hit, it doesn't matter, he just moves straight up. But yeah, that was kind of weird. It's whatever though. Alright, another Batilla screen. We will get the ring grab ability now, and this is where we are introduced to speed locking, which is literally, you know, how you, like what the word is saying. Basically, you're holding down or up, and you can get nice speeds jumping off of rings. Like right there. You can just, all you have to do is hold up or down, and you can get nice speeds like that.
That being said, holding down generally, if you don't want to do that, because the moment you land, you're gonna duck. You don't want to duck. So
yeah, that's
most of the time we hold up. It's pretty much only for one specific trick we hold down, I believe.
Yeah, true. Alright, so here we're gonna jump through the ceiling again. And get this cage like that.
I do also want to note, with speed locking, you don't want to be holding left or right when you do it. You only want to be holding up. You just want to let the speed ride you.
That's very hard for beginners as well to get used to only be holding up or down. Alright, so this level is pretty cool though, because like, what is it, like 7 or 8 years ago, we would have to revisit this this level, because, you know, one cage normally requires you to have the helicopter ability, but because we have speed locking, and even without speed locking, you can get all the cages actually on the first visit. But without speed locking, it's incredibly hard and unintended, but with speed locking, it gets really easy. Also, this trick right here, we're gonna abuse invincibility frames, and are able to jump through the blue spikes.
Yeah. So those blue spikes don't have like collision on them, but the devs put solid tiles inside of quite a few of the gated like spike sections that they don't want you to go through. So, but they didn't put one like right underneath the bottom corner, so you can just jump through there.
Yeah, you need to make sure to jump far enough to the left, otherwise you bonk against the spike. Also gonna be jumping on the platform and the rocket at the same time, and now I can just hold down and we zip through the ground. And we will do that again in a little bit. Also, if I do it right here, yeah, I can drop down without touching any of these chocolate balls. It's a really, really cool strat. Found by the testers. All you need to do is move a little bit to the right and you can move through without getting hit at all. Right, so another one coming up now. I'm gonna jump on the rocket and the platform at the same time. And now we can do a really, really big zip. There we go. And that's that. That saves about 16 seconds, I believe. Like 14 to 16 seconds. However, if you fail it, you lose 14 to 16 seconds. So. But yeah, it's like pretty much the oldest strat in the game. First it got found on GBA actually in a different place, being like unusable. But then it was found in GBA on that place I just did it now. And then later, you know, we did it in PlayStation 1 as well, so. Also, this speed lock right here makes us able to get to this cage really easy. Like said before, holding up or down and then jumping off, you can easily make that. Normally you don't make that. Alright. Anything you want to say, by the way?
Oh, well, I was just thinking about the zip, but it's kind of long past.
Yeah. Alright, next screen we will be abusing invincibility frames again. Same deal, like there's gonna be 2 spikes and we can actually move in between them. Normally you can't, but if you get a damage, you know, you can. So we're gonna do that. Saving a lot of time over doing this normal. Like there is damageless runs of this game as well, and this particular cage takes a long time to get, you know, having to do it damageless. But yeah, we can just get hit here and we can jump through. It's easy like that.
Yeah, these are one of like the very few spikes where they put blocks inside them to de-cheese and it didn't work.
Also, we're doing a dead abuse there to get back to the start. Right, so now let's not die of this anti-tune right here. This anti-tune is not here in the PC version actually. There is like a lot of differences between every version, which is kind of cool, I guess. Like some of them have different cage locations, some of them have extra things added, like the Japanese version of this has like an extra spike on where I did the damage boost, and you can actually save about 10 seconds there in the Japanese version over this one, just because of that extra spike. Like,
Have we ever checked the Japanese Sega Saturn version?
Yeah, it's the same. I'm actually playing it. And Martin, he played the American version. And interestingly enough, the Japanese Sega Saturn version has way longer loads than the American one. Same as PS1 actually. In PS1, Japanese has longer loads as well, for some reason. I think it's really weird how it works like that. Alright, so you see we have 3 HP. Right now we have 2 HP, and then we have 1 more damage boost coming up in the next screen. Saving a couple seconds. Being able to just move through an enemy. Generally, we like to look at our HP a lot. It's actually kind of optimized the way we do damage boosts. We try to do as many as possible. Right, so we're gonna go through here. And now at this next level, this is where another clip is introduced, but I'm only gonna attempt it once. And it's gonna save about 16 seconds if I get it. It's called Allegro Clip, and it's really hard to get. Let me just say that, because it's, you know, it's frame perfect. And in this case, normally you can use any horizontal platform that, you know, is attached to a diagonal platform, but in this particular case, it's only possible on one particular spot. I'm not sure why, but that's how it is.
It's because of the way that the tiles are placed below Allegro Clip.
Yeah, but why? Alright,
It's because there's like 2 tiles below the slope instead of 1.
I didn't get it. I don't think I've ever gotten it in a marathon run before, but it's alright. It's alright. So instead now we have to go around a bit. So this is all the things we would have skipped. So if we have gotten the clip, we appear right here and can get the cage immediately. Alright. This level is also really hard to do well. Gonna have to do another clip here in a little bit, although this one is easier. You just have to do a timed jump to get it. Just have to do a nice jump timing to get it. It's one of the only ones that that works like that actually. So we just jump immediately after dropping down, and we get it like that. Right, so that trick 863 was talking about is not on the next screen, but on the screen after that. It's at the end of the screen. It's really cool though. Would be actually insane if I could pull it off. Also another clip, there is actually another way to clip by holding down and spamming R1, which is the crawl right button, or L1 as well. And you can clip through there, saving about 3 to 4 seconds, but we didn't get it. It's called the God Clip, because you can only try it once. Also, if you time your jump right there, you will get the cage without losing any of your speed, which I've gotten right there. If you jump too early, you get hit by the notes, and if you jump too late, you overshoot and you cannot grab the cage. Right, so on the next screen, we're gonna hold jump to get a lightning to spawn, and then we're gonna jump to the right, punch to the left, because when we jump to the right, we spawn a cage to the left. Okay, that wasn't good. So yeah, we spawn a cage to the left, and we can get it like that. But yeah, I screwed up. I jumped a bit too late there. Actually, dying in Allegro is really bad. Reason for that is now I'm back to 3 HP. Like if you have 5 HP, if you die, you go back to 3 HP, which actually really... It's really annoying, but it's alright.
It wastes quite a bit of time in Twilight Gulch.
Yeah. Alright. Can get a pretty cool strat here. It's called the small platforms. You know, we have crazy trick names in this game. Oh, okay. Okay. I guess I'm too fast. Twice in a row, I'm too fast.
It's called small platforms. You're doing it on small platforms, get it?
Yeah. Alright, that's actually terrible, but it's alright. It's fine. We can still show it off.
You got another P-orb.
Yeah.
Didn't amount to much.
I wanted to hang... Oh, I'm actually like screwing up so bad right now. I wanted to hang on the platform so I could try the small platform strat again, but it's not working out for me at all. Alright. Oh, this is great. This is the story of Rayman speedruns right here. Alright, let's just do it safe and slow, I guess. the
We're going
intended
for the
way.
backup, boys.
But we may get 863 strats, though. We still have a chance to get it. We can still get it, maybe.
Yeah, you don't even need to have a fast fist for that, right?
No, we didn't get it. No. Like, if I did it right, I would have gotten launched all the way here without losing any of your speed. That's alright.
Yeah, you can get launched in a certain way that your speed lets you like jump through a bunch of platforms and pretty much land right at the end.
God, that was rough. That was really rough. I don't think I've
Instead
ever
of having
died
to do
in.
the fist boost and everything.
I don't think I've ever died here 3 times. Alright, another cool trick discovered very, very long time ago. Saves about 10 plus seconds, I guess. Can do it like that.
Fun
Fist
fact,
boost.
you can actually clip at the very beginning of that level and do that instead. It probably saves some time, but then you'd have to then you'd have to do a frame perfect clip.
Yeah. Also, I should have done another fist boost there, but my fist is not back yet because I have a slow fist. It's still not back. It's still somewhere out there.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Alright, another Batilla screen. This time we will get the helicopter ability. And that's the second to the last Batilla. There's one more that gives us the running ability later.
It's actually really important that we get hover at this point because it actually allows us to do even more incredible things with rings. But soon after we'll be getting the run ability. So we're not going over to Bandland yet because Bandland does not give us the run ability. Finishing Blue Mountains does. And once we get that, we'll finish up Bandland
Yep.
along with all the other cage cleanups. You'll find it goes by really quick.
Since I missed the jump, I'm just gonna get this cage. It's gonna save a little bit of time on the revisit, because normally we don't get any cages here. I thought I had a fast fist, but I didn't. Alright, so let's not get hit here, and we should be alright. Okay, great. Shouldn't have said anything. Right, because of that hit, I will need to wait like 4 or 5, like waste like 3 to 5 seconds, I guess, on this next part. Because it normally involves another damage boost. This is where we get to meet Mr. Stone, which is a boss fight coming up later. So this is another auto-scroller. Can't actually move any faster. Fun fact, on the PAL version of this game, the European version, there is music here. So yeah, there is some weird differences. That music is
Yeah.
really cool though, I'm sad it's not in the American one. But PAL is
Yeah.
so slow.
It's like a rendition of the normal rhythm of Blue Mountains, where it goes doo, 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 but it's more like doo, 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 doo.
Exactly, it's awesome. Also,
It's
Hidden
really
Life
cool.
here?
Rayman Redemption has it too. Shoutouts to Rayman Redemption.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome. Make sure to check that out.
Yeah, for those who don't know, someone in the last like month or two, named Romani, made
good.
a Rayman 1 fan game that tries to like improve upon certain aspects that people found frustrating in the original. It's a little different. It has more content. It's really cool. You should check it out. You can get it on Game Jolt for free.
Alright, another dead abuse here. Just gonna get hit, get the cage, and then die. I did the damage boost a bit weird though, so I lost like a second. That's fine.
This level and the previous level are a pretty perfect showcase of like how important and interesting speed locking can be when we don't have run yet. Run kind of invalidates a couple of things because it'll like make things slower than just running. Like fist boosting off of slopes isn't as important anymore
Ooh, that's kind of good
there's-
speed actually.
There's only one more level, right? Where we even have slippery stuff that matters so much that you need run. Mr. Sax.
Oh yeah,
Ugh.
great level. Coming up later. Also, moving here to spawn a cloud. There is some weird triggers in this game. And there's another cage here. Okay.
Hard Rocks is actually really interesting because there's a lot of thought involved in how we are meant to use our damage and where we need to like go. It's very precise and difficult, but it's actually really enjoyable. Weaving through all of the specific points.
Yeah, using your HP to the maximum potential, like here. Pretty cool strat coming up. Also a really random auto-scroller here for like 2 seconds. And auto-scroller gone. Okay, this strat is really cool. I should have gotten hit there, and it would have boosted me up so I could grab the platform, but it's alright. Damage boosts. And another damage boost to get past this section way faster. And then there's 2 more. So again, we're using our health to the maximum potential. So 2 more damage boosts here. One saving little time like this one. And one saving a little bit more time like this one, like a second or something. This one. There we go. Now we're gonna set up for a dead abuse. We're gonna be spawning a cage here by jumping on the right side of this cloud. Spawn the cage now to the bottom, you may have seen it. Now we're gonna grab a photographer, and then we're gonna get the cage and dead abuse, and it's gonna save time. Yeah, that was good. Now if I'm fast enough, I can get an animation skip here with dying, is by holding down before you get hit by a moving sprite, and you don't have that little animation after you die. I got it. It's just off half a second save or something. Alright, 2 more damage boosts. Okay, I spend a little bit too much time here. If you're really fast here, you can skip a little fragment. Beat the fragment. Also take a note on my ting count, which are like the blue balls to the top right corner. From this point onwards, we're gonna try and skip as many as possible. And we're actually gonna use it like 50 minutes in. That's when it starts to become, you know, useful. Which is kind of weird, right? But it is the way it is. Because we're gonna try and get 99 things exactly at a specific point.
Yeah, so it's very interesting. Once we get done Mr. Stonepeaks, we're going to be doing quite a few death abuses, but there's an interesting aspect of return signs that we will discuss when it becomes relevant.
Alright, so another speed lock right here, and as long as you don't press X fast enough, you can keep the long speeds going. Or like the fast speeds going. Basically, I'm tapping X and just on a quick frame. So there's a few frames where Rayman moves the fastest, I'm holding up. And that locks the speed there. I'm gonna try to do that as much as I can. Like right there I did it. And I'm gonna try to do it again here, and I've messed it up. Here a little damage boost to save some time. So we can move closer to the spikes. And then I tried one more speed lock, but I failed it. So we're gonna try and pick up as little amount of things as possible. But this screen is really hard actually. Like this screen is really hard, and it's pretty good so far.
Yeah, Rayman generally has a hard time picking up a lot of speed if you're not holding forward and mashing your hover button to move upwards. So it's got like, he's got a lot of weight to him as he's moving, so you gotta make sure to be pretty careful and speed lock at very specific times as you're hovering upwards and forwards.
So here we're cutting down some ropes with our hair, which is a kind of cool touch. Also, it doesn't matter how fast you cut it, since the water moves downwards at the same speed every time. However, since we did a dead abuse, we have a slow fist, as you can see, and because of that slow fist, we are able to get this next cage in a really cool way.
Fun fact, there's a demo of this screen.
Oh yeah.
that they just flounder around pretty hard. It's
Yeah.
really funny.
Yeah, the demo really is really bad. Alright. Since I have 2 HP, I need to grab an extra HP, because we have to do 2 damage boosts here. One of them is right here. Saves a little bit of time. Over waiting until the cloud moves to the right. And yeah, I want to do one more, but yeah, I need an HP for that, so I need to grab the P, which is conveniently at the top of the screen. So I just jump to the right, get the P, and move left. And then there is another cage here.
This is actually my favorite level in the game.
Oh, really?
It's got some auto scrolls to it, but I actually really enjoy the rise and the fall of the second and third screen, the hover mechanic, and the slippery speed is pretty enjoyable in the last screen.
So that was one
And
more
Mr.
damage
Stone's
boost.
obviously amazing. We haven't talked about it yet, but Mr. Stone's like the best boss fight in the game, and it's got a lot
yeah.
of really cool setups to it. We actually found a new way to beat Mr. Stone and save 7 more seconds off the original strat that you might have seen us do in previous marathon runs.
It got improved like so much over time. Like 1.5 seconds faster, 3 seconds faster, and now it's 7 seconds faster. Crazy. Alright, so grabbing one more P here to the left, just as a safety one, because I might get hit here doing this fist boost. There you go, that's why I took it. That's also the optimized way of doing this, is with a damage boost like that. That's why I also took the P. Here another fist boost. Ooh. And then another fist boost coming up these little platforms that have like lava balls on them. And since we move really fast because of the fist boost, we can jump over some triggers, because normally there is a lava piece or like a lava ball spawning on each of those small platforms, but we can just jump over the trigger so it doesn't spawn. And it's pretty cool too, because we can, you know, go past it really fast. Alright,
Yeah, the
so
slippery physics in this game are really cool.
let's see if
People
I...
have struggled with them casually, but once you like
Oops.
understand them and embrace them, they can do some really interesting things.
Alright, let's see. The boss fight is not that easy though now, to save those 7 seconds. Let's see if we can do it. Practiced it a bunch before the run, but that doesn't say anything. Okay, it's looking really good. So far we got it. That was the hardest part right there. Hitting him really late there, so he starts moving immediately. Same here, like you want to hit him late. And that's a perfect fight if we can do the final hits. Perfect, good. Yay! I did something right. Now,
Yeah,
like
so
the minute we lost an Allegro, at least we saved 7 seconds back. Heck yes.
So yeah, normally this fight is about 3 minutes long. Now it's like, what, 53 seconds long, I guess?
Crazy.
Something close to that.
Yeah.
We skip a lot of patterns by being able to jump on the rocks. And it's not even particularly hard to land on them, because all you're doing is jumping up, getting damage boosted in, and it automatically lands you on the rock as you're getting hurt. So you just jump off it again. And even that can be buffered if you have to.
So now we got run. We can finally run, and we will actually clean up all the cages right now. First we go to Twilight Gulch, clean up this. Now, because I got the cage earlier, I don't need to actually go back for it. Also conveniently have just enough HP. Normally just have enough HP to pass this part. I guess I did the damage boost slightly too early. That should be better. Okay. Well, there goes the 7 seconds I just saved. That's
oh,
alright.
jeez.
Let me get this fist actually. That's alright. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, now one of the hardest cages are like rings to grab. It's really precise actually, this punch, but when you get used to it, it's not that bad, but when you first do this, you're gonna miss the ring a lot. It requires some pretty precise timings on both helicopter and the punch. And now one more dead abuse after you get this cage, and then we just use the end sign to get back out. Also, I just realized I may have to go for the clip route in Mosquito Nest. I'm not sure though. Actually, no, there's a live grab you can get in Sachs, which should be alright. Alright, Gong Heights. Basically, everything below me is like a giant pit, which makes this level pretty hard. If you fall down, it's very likely that you will hit a pit.
Just for those who aren't aware, Rayman might be at 1 life right now, but in reality, we have like 5 continues that you get 3 lives from, so essentially his life counter is more like 16. We're not in any danger of the whole game ending on us, so just so everyone knows.
Thing is though, if you game over, you get like a 6 or 8 second cutscene, yeah.
It's not a crazy amount of time, but it's definitely, you'll definitely see a whole cutscene.
Yeah, definitely want to avoid that.
It's got some neat references to like the SNES prototype on it and stuff. Rayman for president. Fight the virus.
Alright, so here we're gonna skip some more things. Try to skip some more. Just to set us up for the 99 things. Yes, we're still trying to skip things for that.
Yeah. So you might have noticed you might have noticed that right now Thex has 37 or whatever amount of thing. I don't know, it's like delayed, but he's got like a lot of things, but he hasn't actually gotten that many from the previous Gong Heights screen after he died. Since every time you die, you end up with 0 tings. You lose your gold fist, you lose your big P, and you lose a certain amount of fists.
You meant Twilight Gulch, by the way. You said Gong Heights.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, Twilight Gulch. You don't die in Gong Heights.
Yeah.
So he would end up at 0, but he used the return sign to leave. So he actually got all of the stuff back that he started the previous that level with. Like when he went into Gong Heights, whatever tings not P, but the fist and the tings, he preserved them for Gong Heights basically, and that's going to be a recurring theme throughout this revisit.
Pretty cool strat here that I messed up, of course.
And yeah, that auto-scroller normally is like pretty easy once you get to know it, but now that there's that 99 ting strat, you actually have to be conscientious of where you're moving to avoid tings. I don't think the 99 ting strat saves too much time, but it actually makes quite a few sections in Eraser Plains easier, if I recall.
I don't know why I paused the game there. Alright, so a necessary clip here, basically. With this route. Oh god. Okay, there we go. If you do this route, you basically need to get a clip here, otherwise you can't move on. Otherwise you would have to move all the way back to the left. But we don't want to do that. And then there is one more clip that saves about 10 seconds here later, after the next cage.
Yeah, so Mr. Sax's level is characterized by quite a few changes to the route compared to normal movement. We climb up to get that cage early at the beginning and then go back to the normal route to clip through and get a cage early. It's pretty crazy.
Right there, I tried to duck once to try a clip there, but I didn't get it. You don't really want to waste too much time on that anyway. It doesn't really save much. Alright, speed storage. Do you want to explain it?
Alright, so there's different types of speed storage, but we'll refer to the rolling speed storage. So you might notice every time Rayman jumps, there's a rolling animation that he goes through. That's not necessarily a characteristic of running, but it's actually just based on how fast you're moving while in the air when you jump. So you can actually store that speed that you currently were jumping at when you land on the ground. So what Thex did was he ran off that slippery platform, and he landed on the ground, and he made sure to preserve it by not going into the rolling animation ever again.
Oh, I messed it up
Yeah.
though. No, I
Oh,
messed it up. Yeah, I have to do old strats now. God.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
So this is a really old strat. The
God.
plums, as I've said earlier, are really finicky and they're hard to make work the way you want. So this is what we use speed storage to avoid. I believe plums get done perfectly saves a little bit of time, but there's no way it'll ever.
Nah, not anymore.
Not
No,
anymore.
No,
Okay.
no. Okay, I have to go clip route.
It's so much easier to do it with the speed storage, because all you would do is you store the speed right from the previous section, and then you just run off the plum, because it only works when you interact with the like end of a event, like a plum, that you can stand on, like a cloud or a plum. And you can only do it in a certain direction. So when we ran off the slippery platform, we were running off it to the right, so we could get rightward speed on that plum, and we could just make it to that vine really easy. With way more speed than necessary.
Thing is, you need to make sure to not be running while jumping on the plum. So yeah, I wanted to jump.
Is that the
way
mistake
too
you made?
fast. Yeah. I did a running jump on the plum. Shouldn't have been a running jump. I stopped, but I didn't stop long enough. That's why.
Because the moment he went into that rolling animation again and he landed, he stored that just normal rolling speed again instead of the fast, super fast speed that he got off the slippery platform in Mr. Sax.
Once again.
But there's more chances to show it off.
Yeah. Once again, skipping more things here. Nah,
It's
I
not a
just
very
showed
common
off-
trick.
I just showed off the old plum skip, because it's so cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
But yeah, the reason why you don't see speed storage happening so often is because, like I said, you can only do it in a certain direction, and also if you hit a wall, you will reset your storage, and obviously if you go into rolling again, you'll reset it. So if you wanted to keep speed storage for long periods of time, you'd have to stop running pretty much at every jump. It's kind of a pain.
That's a moving
there are some moments.
moving slightly closer to 99 things here, but not quite just yet. I kinda have quite a lot of things, but we should be alright if I do.
When do you want to have? You want to have 99 tings at Racer Plains, the third screen, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
So we're 4 screens off of the strat now. As you can see, the Patil screen's obviously no longer here. There's a lot of stuff that no longer, like a couple screens that kind of move away so that you save time. Once you complete them, for example, any boss level that wasn't original, like after you beat the boss, is going to be gone. So the last screen of Allegro Presto right now, I don't think that would exist if you beat Mr. Sax. And the Mr. Stone Chase is definitely gone. So if you finish Twilight Gulch right now, it would just end the level at the first screen.
Taking some hits on the way here because we're setting up a dead abuse. Right here, I want to die immediately after. Oh, I got the cutscene or the animation skip actually. So exiting here and re-entering because we get our fist back.
Not only that, because of the ting strat now,
Also,
it's a double whammy. It didn't normally when we didn't have the ting strat, we would still use it because this fist actually allows us to do another separate skip that you would not be able to accomplish if you had slower than a level 2 speed fist. We got one of the speed fists on Gong Heights and the other one in Pink Plant Woods. Every other screen, I believe we reset the level with the return sign anyway, so we wouldn't have been able to get any of those speed fists that were on those screens if we tried.
Spawning
but it allows
us here. Need to move back to get it. This one, yeah, it's one of the most nerve-wracking screens in the game, basically.
This screen's really scary because it's all on a low ceiling, and whenever you hit the ceiling when you're in a rolling animation here, you lose your run and like bonks you and takes away some of your speed, and it's pretty rough.
At least we didn't die. so now I have to get alive because I need HP actually.
It's fortunate that we have the hover ability for this stage, because otherwise the low ceilings would be really, really tough. But it gives you some leniency. Knocking that 0 life.
Sure. I don't know what happened. Apparently I'm not skipping things. Okay, I guess we're not doing 99.
Oh, crud,
I
really?
forgot. Yeah. Oh, wait, nah. I've won too much. Yeah. Damn, I could have still done it, but not. Actually, I could still
You
do
might
it.
still have a chance.
Yeah, I can still skip one more thing in the next screen, actually. It's gonna lose a bit of time, but at least I can show off the strat.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is basically human RNG. You need to hit the cage on an odd frame, and I'm getting really unlucky here. Wow. Okay. Okay, thank you, game.
What'd you get, like third try?
Like 5th try or something?
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Okay,
I
skip
think
this.
my record is like 8 tries.
Oh, okay, that was actually not good at all. Okay, so I can't do the 99 thing strat either because I got hit by
Surprising
the
to
enemy.
say, getting it 8th try is still faster than doing it the normal way.
True,
5th or 8th.
true.
You have to be small Rayman if you go the normal way.
Alright, so no 99 thing strat, but that's alright. I got hit by the enemy right into the thing. I wanted to skip that thing, but it's alright. Oh yeah, did you explain how the 50-50 cage works actually?
Well, it's essentially a sub-pixel frame. Like, you want to get it on an odd frame, I believe. Otherwise, you're just not going to make it by a pixel or something. It's
Yeah.
really cool. We enjoy gambling.
Fun fact, on the Japanese version, that cage is 1 pixel more to the left, and you always get it there. You never fail it.
Shoutouts to the Japanese version of Rayman 1.
Yeah. Basically.
Looks easy, because it is easy. Not really, but it's once you know the game inside out, it's a lot easier than it looks. The game gives you a lot of leniency with health and lives. Like, there's actually legitimately, if you were to do a 100% run, you'd have like 60 lives at the end on PS1 and well over 99 on the PC version. Now,
Sorry for the ears, by the way. I need to do this. What face? Alright. I'll give you guys ears some rest. It's alright.
Oh, you're doing the run thing, aren't you?
Yes.
So mean.
Alright, one of the only real RNG parts in the game where this guy throws his bombs. And they weren't that nice. Sometimes he throws them all to the right.
Yeah, this is like the one form of RNG, but usually it does not amount to anything important. It might make you jump an extra time if you're really scared, but...
Alright,
No,
so here are some hits
maneuver around it.
we are able to do that are unintended by jumping into her. We get pushed high enough and we can hit her again. We can do this 3 times, actually. And the last time we do it, if you mistime it, you softlock the game. But we're not
Oh
gonna
yeah,
mistime
fun fact, on PC, the swords have way more active hitboxes than the PS1 version does, so you can like crawl underneath them as they're bouncing up and being on the side of them. You can't do that on PC.
it. Also, look at this hitbox. On PC,
Yeah.
it actually hits you. Yeah. Yeah, that hitbox though. Alright. So what we want to do is we want to get the hit as soon as the last knife is moving away. So we're gonna jump when the 3rd knife is off screen. And when it
Yeah,
moves
that
away, we
hitbox.
punch.
Jeez.
And then you get no softlock.
This game's hitboxes are all just rectangles and squares. They're actually quite lenient most of the time. So it's really easy. But Rayman's got like, as he walks, his hitbox extends forward and it makes it seem like he has a really bad hitbox sometimes. But when he's standing in one place, it's a lot smaller.
Just gonna do the dead abuse. The hunter scares me. Alright. So there's an evil hunter here. And I don't want to really pass him with 1 HP. I don't feel daring enough. Now, because of that dead abuse, we can do another little optimization, this damage boost right here.
Yeah, because of that dead abuse, you get to listen to the music.
Also,
If
there is
you-
a really easy trick here coming up. It's called the easy jump. Of course I'm gonna get it.
Oh yeah, it's
It's the
super
easiest
easy.
trick in the game. I should get it.
No
No
one
one
ever
laugh at
fails
me
it.
if I don't get it. Please, laugh at me if I don't get it. It's fine. It's fine.
Did you get it?
Ah, I didn't get it. God damn it. I'm actually the worst runner of the game. Nah, it's actually really hard because you need to be holding up or down, and you need to press jump the frame you land on the ground. And if you don't do it the frame you land on the ground, you can't do the strat.
Yeah, I don't know why he tries. It's freaking impossible.
Alright, do you guys have time for a donation?
Sure.
Alright. We got a €5 donation by Anonymous with no comment.
Thank you.
So this screen is a callback to Mr. Stonepeaks 1. We got the super flight ability again. This is the last time we will be seeing it this run, so savor it. This screen does not look like much of a hovering screen, to be honest. It looks like it's a very interesting looking screen, but it has some pretty rough set pieces that it's going to make us tackle at the end here. Fortunately for us, we actually can get through it pretty smoothly.
Yeah, this section right here with the bouncy platforms is really hard, casually. Especially because you don't know that you can actually get really close to it without hitting it. A lot of people think the hitbox is way bigger than it actually is.
Also, small little fun fact, you might have noticed at the beginning of right before the bouncy section, Thex hit a wall, and then he went to the right so he could avoid the pin. If he doesn't hit the wall there, he won't reset his momentum, and he'll have like half the speed going backwards that he would have normally. So that's a small little optimization that he does there.
Alright. Really evil cage placement right there. Just before the end sign. Just before the end sign, it spawns the cage.
It was really nice of them to do that.
Really cool trick here. You can just get like barely in between the bouncies and get the cage really fast that way. This is a nightmare for casuals as well. This bouncy platform.
Yes.
Nightmare.
Oh wait, is it no? It says no at the end. It doesn't say yes.
Now we're moving back.
You need to make a ting emote of that one day.
Final cage, and then instead of moving back to the right, we're just gonna go to the left and take the slippery part again. Also, you need to make sure to not run off the slippery slope, because then you will not make it past this section.
Yeah, you'll run extremely fast and you'll hit the pencils.
Yep. That was good pencil, actually. Oh,
It's
that's
like pretty
good.
much the only time people ever like casually start holding the run button is for this section, and it never works for them. Most of the time people are just walking slow, normal.
Should I try the super jump? Just to show it off? Maybe
Yeah,
I
why
should.
not?
Yeah. So, if we hold X, and there's gonna be like a bouncy platform, and we're gonna try and run on it, and hold up the frame we touch it, and if we also hold X, we get more height, and conveniently, above that little sharpener thing, there is a hole, and it actually saves like 1 to 2 seconds if you get it first try. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it a few times just to show it off, because it looks awesome. Also, I'm not gonna do this thing, because I'm not used to it. Alright.
Yeah, the super jumps off the bouncies are a subset of a type of like super jump that's actually like pretty much RTA and viable.
First try.
We got it? Nice.
Yes! First try. That actually saved time, believe it or not.
Does it save time if you fail to get onto the sharpeners afterwards though? You have to jump earlier than
ye-
it looks.
Yeah, that's why I moved to the left, the camera to the left, to make those.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
I've
make
never
those
seen
cycles
anyone
better.
do that before.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right, that was pretty cool.
Sweet. Yeah, Space Mob's creator is really hard, but also really cool. There's a lot of different types of things you can do here. There's 2 end signs on that first screen, and we're doing Stormer Skip now, I believe.
Yep. And didn't get it.
Yeah, Stormer Skip's something that we've been doing for a very long time. It's still not exactly easy. There's actually
Damn it.
quite a few different types of ring tricks that we've learned
Oh.
since Stormer Skip. There's a lot of interesting nuance with these.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just messing it up constantly. Ah, there we go. Oh no, what? Okay.
I think you're jumping too early or something.
Okay.
Whew! my God.
What's going on? I've never been this bad. What? Okay,
Oh
I'm
my
actually
God.
dying as well. Oh, okay. Let's do it with slow fist first try. That's okay. Whatever.
So, for those who don't understand what's happening with
Yeah, I guess
this,
we can't do it.
basically,
Ouch.
his fist, he's punching below him again as he jumps, so that his fist hits the ring, and when it hits the ring, you while holding jump, it'll let go of it instantly, and that'll give you a second boost in height, which will allow you to punch the yin yang, and allow you to get even more height to land on that sharpener. There's a lot that you can do. You could potentially get a jump where you don't need the yin yang to get up there at all, but it's pretty rare. It's hard to get like amazing height and amazing speed off the rings. You're very finicky, but you can usually do something about it.
Now I
improve
can't
your
do the cool
chances.
strat either in the next screen. RIP. There's a really cool and new strat in the next screen, but since I died, I lost my things. Like, this is another, like, part where things would have mattered. Like, you wanna get a refill at a specific point, but I can't do it now because I died and lost my things, sadly. The strat looks really cool, though. Sad I can't do
Oh,
it.
we can't go for the sharpener skip now?
Yeah, I can't. Not enough things.
Or the
Not
cycle.
even close.
Dang.
Damn it. Damn it.
Yeah, that's one of the new stuff that we found recently. There's been quite a few optimizations to the game in the last year.
Yep.
I think we've saved like, what, 30 seconds at this point? Maybe more?
Compared to last year, maybe? Yeah, something like that, I guess.
And then the year before that, before your 1811, we had saved another 30 seconds. So it's like doing pretty hot with optimizations these days. Cronky does a lot of good work. 863 does a lot of good work. Thex, of course. Tortellino. We've got a good community for this game.
Yeah, if you want to ever run this game, feel free to join the Rayman Speedrunning Discord. We're pretty helpful. We want to help people get into the game.
Yeah. There's a stigma for this game that it's too hard to speedrun, but it's definitely, once you ease yourself into it, it definitely becomes more open to interpretation and enjoyable.
Yeah, a lot of people get scared by the casual playthrough, how hard it is. But the speedrun is actually not that bad compared to the casual.
Do we have time for a donation?
Yeah, go ahead. Just a boss fight now anyway.
Alright. So, we got a €20 donation from Janar Theoth. Rayman is the first game I had on PS1. I never finished it though, so it's always enjoyable to see someone actually kill it. X. Well, a smiley.
Sorry, can you say the name of the donator again?
Janar Theoth.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for donating.
Alright, so we can actually get double hits in here. We can hit her, and then turn her around, and because of that, her iframes run out, and we can get an additional hit in like that. Normally when you hit her and you don't turn her around, her iframes run out as she jumps up, but because of that extra animation, her iframes run out. So we can thank the developers for actually, you know, making her iframes not as long, which is pretty cool. There is one actually we can do without even having to turn her around because she shoots 2 beams at us. And because of that, we can also hit her again, or twice. Which is the one we do at the end.
Who was the one who found that? Is
The
that
beam one?
The damage boosts.
Shoturo found it.
Oh, okay.
I remember that because I was driving and he found it and I was like, oh god, I need to call you right now in the car, like hands-free of course. But yeah. Also this is gonna be really risky. I'm not gonna do it. Since I only had 1 HP left, I could have done it, but if I die I lose another 3 minutes and we don't want that. We really don't want that. Yeah, I think it says like 10 to 15 seconds all the damage, like the double hits combined, something like that.
I thought it was 8 seconds each.
Could be as well, yeah. So the next hit, we can do it damageless. If we just hit her fast enough, then she does 2 beams at us. We stand up and punch her again. It's kind of precise though, it's not that easy. We got it though.
In Redemption, that washing machine has a really big surprise.
There we go.
Have you finished Rayman Redemption yet?
It's still in the final boss. I haven't played it in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright, that was Picture City. Upcoming next is Crystal Palace. This is where every run that is good fails.
Oh, yeah.
Basically.
Crystal Palace is crazy. Once you get into like the caves, there's a lot of rings, and man, those rings, they hate you. But they're so cool when you get it right.
I shouldn't have died because now I have a slow fist, right? Or oh no, I still have a fast fist. Okay, good. Oh, okay. Sure. I'm still not really used to this strat that much. So kind of a new one been doing recently. Okay, that's alright.
Yeah, once Crystal Palace is like the first showcase of for this marathon run that really like capitalizes on how good you can chain rings together.
I punched way too late there.
You're going for the Future strat now?
Yeah. I like it more. This is the continue screen, guys. Also, I'm gonna exit and re-enter to get my fist back.
Fight the virus. Rayman for president. No way.
Oh, you're joking. Okay, I'm gonna do the other strat again. Slightly more like... what is it? Comfortable with it.
CP has got to be like one of my favorite screens. The rings are just so cool.
Ah, the sound is messing up a lot. See, I have like 20 million discs and all of them are...
all of them die.
All of them are bad. Oh, that was close actually. Yeah, this is a rough run, man. But those happen. Those happen. Once in a while, you get a rough run.
Hey, you know, hard game hard.
Yep.
Because it's one thing to like learn the game as a speedrun cat like at the beginning when everything's like pretty unoptimized, but once you get into like, you know, world record territory with some of these tricks, they can be really rough. There are a lot of like safety strats you can do in this game. It's really nice. But Thex is the best of the best.
Not currently, but that's alright. I don't mind. At least for you guys, it doesn't even seem that bad, so I know that. But it's alright. Alright, damage boost strat here, that looks pretty cool, saves quite a bunch of time actually. Then we jump to the right here to spawn this cloud here. And we can already start moving right. Like we just spawned this cloud. And what you're supposed to do is ride the first cloud and then trigger it then, but we can just jump to the trigger. So okay. Normally those are instant death spikes, because I was like very far to the right, it didn't insta kill me. Thankfully.
Oh geez, did you land on the side?
Yes, I tried to.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I know. If I was like a
you got
little bit
hit,
more to the
yeah.
left, and then I would have
I
died.
guess they put damage tiles there instead of death tiles. I guess all the death tiles are in the middle and the damage tiles are on the corners.
Yeah, I think so. Also, if we wait just long enough here, we can despawn this moving down platform and save like a
Aw.
second.
No Glackum strat.
No, screw that one. That one is really hard. Alright, finally done with Crystal Palace. Upcoming is Ida Joe's. Also a random 40-second downtime here for some reason.
Hopefully he's not killing everyone's ears.
Oh yeah, he is, because the music is screwing up badly at the moment. My disc
Oh
is...
geez.
Yeah. My disc is just... Yeah. This disc was working 2 days ago. You see how fast it... You know, my PS2 kills my discs? It's crazy. Also, this screen is completely dark. But we're so used to it. We know exactly what the level is and where everything is, so it shouldn't be that bad.
Rayman Redemption had a really cool dark screen. It's all colorful and stuff.
Fun fact, in Atari Jaguar version, this is actually not a dark screen.
Oh really?
Yeah. It's the only version of Rayman 1 that has no dark screen.
Is it the same level?
Yes. And there is 2 cages on it as well. The PC cage is on there.
That's so weird.
Yep, and it doesn't have the cage at the last screen. Also, I'm doing this slightly weird, but it's alright. Automatic mode is taking over. Should we try the clip? We're gonna try the clip. Oh, I actually half clipped. Almost got it. There's a clip there you can do. I tried it once just to show it off, but sometimes when you get really close to getting a clip, it looks like it's clipping, but it's not. We call it a half clip. That's what happened there. It means you're really close.
Are you trying? Oh, I see. Yeah, that's like what the test does, right?
Yeah. Ah, damn it. This ring is a bastard. That's what this ring is. He's a actual bastard. Another clip we can try here. I'll try it a few times at least.
I think we found a more consistent way to do that cloud jump from the ring, right?
Okay.
It's like you jump right when you get to like right around the top of the ring so that it punches at the highest point of the ring, right? And then you get a bounce that lets you land on the cloud easy.
Wait, I am not paying attention to what you're saying. Sorry.
My bad.
I'm just failing here. It's alright. I need to keep
Yeah,
my
you know
HP.
that cloud to land at to get to the top there in that ring. A while, like if you were to ask people a year ago if that was consistent, most people would say no. But we found a way to get a bounce that's pretty consistent.
Yeah, I
Let's
tried
just
it,
land
but
on
I
that
screwed
cloud.
it up, sadly.
Yeah, you punched it. You punched it like at the bottom instead of the top.
Yeah. Alright, we have to do this damageless now. So let's not die. Okay, we didn't die. Cool.
Oh, the crouch strat.
I
Oh, we
can't do
can't
it.
the crouch strat.
I don't have enough HP. But conveniently, there's a life here if you jump over this spiky ball for some reason. That's kind of cool.
Fun fact for that that slope with all the spikes right before the electric thing. I think only the last spike can hit you if you walk, well, if you like standing walk. But it's really scary. I wouldn't do it.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. It is scary, yeah. Also, we can make this part a little bit easier by hugging this side here. And if we just tap X, which is jump, we can just jump on it without getting hit by the spikes. If we move, what is it, 8 pixels?
8 pixels, yeah. 8
Yeah.
pixels, the death tile kills you.
Yeah.
And Rayman walks like 2 pixels per frame or 3 pixels per frame. I can't remember which. So you're gonna die if you move.
Yep. Alright, sort of an auto-scroller now. Kinda just have to wait for the alien platforms to move. And then we're getting ready for the second last level of the game. Which is the level we get the last cages, because the last level doesn't have a cage. We unlock it by getting all 106 cages on the previous levels.
Yeah, so there's 18 levels in all, but only 17 with cages. 6 each, 102.
Jumping
In
to the
all.
left there to spawn this cage. And then the last screen, which has the final cage here. This last screen looks pretty cool as well. It's also, when you first start running this game, or even just casual, this is like a really hard screen to do. It's really tough.
Even
Also-
now for
Yeah.
us, it's we have to do some like max distance jumps now, so it's pretty scary.
Also getting the cage in a pretty cool way. Also the music is being a hero. Oh. Damage boost here, and then we can damage boost past that and get to the inside. Alright. 2 more levels. This is another really bad choke point whenever you're on a good pace. This level right here. Very bad choke point.
Yeah, people are saying in chat until we find a way to get to the last level without cages, any percent will be 100%. That's true. I think the chances of us finding any way to get into it are low. I think
Yeah,
each cage is coded in a very specific way.
I don't see it happening.
So I don't, yeah, it seems very unlikely from what people have said about it. You can't dupe cages either.
Okay, doing a damage boost here, and then while we have invisibility frames, we can jump to this part. Getting the final cage of the run. And now just some red platforms, and we're in the boss.
So now we've got all 102 cages. Every cage in the game has been freed. The Electoons live again.
All right.
That first scop screen is super easy to choke. It's one of the hardest screens in the game.
But we got music. It's a bit scuffed, but we got music. Most of my discs don't have scops music. Like, they work perfectly, but no scops music. And this one has like glitched music now, but we have scops music, so that's the most important part. Also, another like kind of a true RNG part is which red platform he knocks off first. At least I think it's true RNG. I'm still not really sure of it. Maybe it's wherever you're standing in the start, I'm not sure. Also, for some reason, when he's at the edge, you can punch him and he immediately starts moving right. Shaturu found that as well, actually. It's really weird. Normally,
Yeah,
what you're
you can
supposed
wake
to do,
him up early, and you
Yeah.
can make him punch back early. It's really cool, actually, how they made
doesn't
it
do
that
damage, but yeah, it still works.
way. I have no idea why they did it that way, but I'm
Yeah.
very glad they did.
Yeah. What you're supposed to do is hang on the edge, wait until, you know, he moves back to the right and then get back up. You need to get back up. You can't just keep hanging there because he knocks the ground and it, you know, you lose your grab.
Yeah,
do
Uber
that.
Dragon. It may be true RNG, but it doesn't have any effect on the run. Which red platform he
Yeah.
does. At the end of the day, it's still an auto scroll, and you just have to wait for it to happen. There's a giant wall behind Mr. Scops. You can't run past him.
Yeah.
It's just an infinite wall that goes backwards. Even the task can't get past it. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen the task of Rayman 1, it is
Check it out.
super cool. Yeah,
It's
it
insane.
is one of the best tasks ever made. It was like the best task of 2017, I believe.
Yeah, it was voted the best task of PlayStation 1, I think. At the time it was
alongside
released. Yeah.
The nice task of Pokemon.
All
Like
right,
Tide or something.
that's Cobb's dead, and now we just have one more level to go, which is Mr. Dark's Dare. Let's see how it goes. We start off by riding a frying pan in a candy world. I don't know why, but it's what it is.
It's got to give that super hype opening.
Hmm.
The secret infiltration on a pan.
Everything looks delicious in this world. Nice music.
Fun fact, you can turn your Rayman around when on the pan, but only when you have no speed. And if you're on a slope, it'll always automatically start making you turn back. So I think on the very first frame that you land on the slope, you can turn around and punch. I think that's what the task does, right?
Yes. That's true. I tried it, and it's not really working. Oh, why am I grabbing the life? I don't know. I grabbed the life for reasons. Also, there's the Dark Rayman here. He's doing exactly the same inputs as I am. You can actually despawn him as well if you jump over the trigger, but don't need to despawn
Fun
him.
fact for the pan screen, if you're playing, there's a lot of hacks of this game, vanilla hacks of this game,
God.
like slippery
Yeah.
percent and invisible percent and darkness percent, and somehow the pan screen always just turns out to be the hardest thing. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
On darkness percent, it goes so the pan moves so fast you can't see yourself, so the light doesn't follow you. The light being like every single level in the game being dark, like the dark cave in Ida Joe's. Invisible percent, you can't see anything, so you're like slipping around and you have no idea where you are.
All you see is the background, and if you look at the background, it doesn't really give you a nice, feeling of how fast you're going, so it's really hard to do it.
And then for slippery percent, obviously it's already slippery, but for some reason you just like get popped up really high in the air and die sometimes.
So there is a skip here called Clown Skip, I got it. Basically we used to do it like randomly, and we used to like just pray if it worked, but Frunky found a setup which makes it basically unfailable, which is really cool. It used to be a really like annoying thing right at the end of the run. Then there is a really cool trick here called Mr. Dark Jump. Let's see if we can actually get
This
it
is
though.
the last speed storage in the run. So you run off that slippery, land on the cloud, and then you get super high speed. And then for some reason, while you're holding jump and the orb hits your body, you like get a second jump, and it lets you top right over Mr. Dark himself.
Sadly, we just missed it. Almost got over him.
I think it saves like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Not
basically.
because you're setting it up. The setup for the speed storage takes a little bit of time away.
Alright, the boss fight. So we got 2 minutes to go, roughly. 1 minute 50. So get ready on time for that. And the last phase of this, you can actually, the boss has 8 HP at the last phase. And you can basically just chain hits together, saving about like 3 to 4 seconds per hit by doing a frame perfect hit. Like you want to hit him, and 58 frames exactly later you want to hit him again, and you can chain that 8 times in a row. Only one person has ever done it, and it was not in a run. Outside of that, there's like 6 I think you have done. I've done 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's just extremely hard. We'll see what happens though. I'm always usually happy if I get at least like 1 or 2 just normal doubles.
Yeah.
Then I'm happy.
I mean, they're frame perfect, so.
Yeah, that's why it's really tough.
And it's pixel precise. It's not even just frame perfect. You have to do it in a
Yeah.
very specific spot on the eyes.
Alright, can actually get 4 hits on this phase, but I'm just gonna go with 3.
You have to do some really epic, like hover, punch, hover stuff if you want to get 4 hits in.
Yeah. And you can do a pretty cool strat there at the end to get the last 2 hits in faster. Alright, get ready on time. Just got a few hits remaining.
Yeah, time ends at the last hit.
That's 1 double hit already. Ah. 2 doubles. I'm already okay with that. Alright, 2 doubles and time. There it is. Kind of a rough run, honestly.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it's pretty average for marathon, I would
it
say.
is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is.
That was a good run.
It was alright.
You got to show off the game over screen. Not every day you get to show off the game over screen.
Knowing what happened, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. So yeah, this was Rayman for the PlayStation 1. If you're interested in running the game, don't be scared by how hard it is casually. It's really not that bad in a speedrun. Check us out in the Rayman speedrunning Discord. Yeah, thanks for watching. My name was Dextera, joined with me in commentary was Glackham. I'll be back on Saturday with Clonoa and myself. And that's all I want to say. Is there anything you want to say, Glackham, before we switch it
Just
up?
want to say, Rayman 1's gone a long way in the last year. I'm really liking where it's going, and I hope to see more. So, enjoyed the run. Thank you, Thex, for doing it. And this is Glackham signing out myself. Everyone enjoy the rest of the stream.
Alright, see you guys.